Introduction. The Law of Agency. The law of agency is one which concerns itself with the fiduciary relationship created by express or implied contract or by law, in which one party, the agent, may act on behalf of another party, the principal, and bind that other party by words or action. General nature of agency. An agency is a legal relationship that involves three parties: a principal, an agent, and third parties. An agency is created when one person, the principal, authorizes another person, the agent, to represent him or act on his behalf. A principal is the person on behalf of the agent acts. An agent is the person who acts on behalf of the principal. Third parties are people whom agents bring into legal relations with the principal. The concept of the contract of agency is to accomplish results by using the services of others, for example like selling, buying, manufacturing, and transporting. The powers of an agent. Generally, what people do through agents are anything they can do themselves. If a person can't do something lawfully, an agent can't do it either. Anyone legally competent can employ an agent, and anyone legally competent can act as an agent. Creation of agency. A person who has capacity to contract can enter into contract either by himself or through some other person. If he adopts the first method, there is no question of agency. If he adopts the second method, then there is agency. The person who represents another in his dealing with third parties is called agent, and that person who is represented by agent is called principal. There are four different modes of creation of agency. Agency by express agreement. Number of agency contracts come into force under this method. It may be oral or documentary or through power of attorney. Agency by operation of law. At time, contract of agency comes into operation by virtue of law. Agency by ratification. Ratification means subsequent adoption of an activity. Soon after ratification principle, agent relation will come into operation. The person who has done the activity will become agent, and the person who has given ratification will become principal. Agency by implied authority. This type of agency comes into force by virtue of relationship between parties or by conduct of parties. Agent's authority. The ability of an agent to act on behalf of a client in a way that binds the client. There are four types of agent's authority. Actual express authority is authority the client states in a contract given to an agent. Apparent authority is given verbally by the client. Implied authority is considered by the agent to be necessary to perform duties given under actual express or apparent authority. Finally, inherent authority is that which occurs when the agent exceeds his or her actual express authority only slightly and performs similar actions. Duties of an agent to his principal. Duty of an agent is listed down from section 164 to 178 of the Contract Act 1950. To obey principal's instruction, to exercise care and diligence in carrying out his work and use such skill as he possesses, to render proper account when required, to pay to his principal all some received skill, some received on his behalf, not to delegate his authority. Duties of principal to his agent. The duties of a principal to his agent are provided in section 175 to 178. The main duties are to pay the agent the commission for other agent's remuneration unless the agency relationship is gratuitous, not to willfully prevent or hinder the agent from earning his commission, to identify and reimburse the agent for acts done in the exercises of his duties. Liability of agent. An agent is not generally liable for contract made the principal is liable, but the agent will be liable if he undisclosed or partially disclosed. If the agent lacks authority or exceeds It's, of course, if the agent enter into the contract in a personal capacity. Liability of agent to third party. If the agent has actual or apparent authority, the agent will not be liable for acts performed within the scope of such authority as long as the relationship of the agency and the identity of the principal have been disclosed. When the agency is undisclosed or partially disclosed, however, both the agent and the principal are liable, where the principal is not bound because the agent has no actual or apparent authority. The proposed agent is liable to the third party for breach of the implied warranty of authority. Liability of agent to principal. If the agent has acted without actual authority, but the principal is nevertheless bound because the agent had apparent authority, the agent is liable to indemnify the principal for any resulting loss or damage. Liability of principal to agent. If the agent has acted within the scope of the actual authority given, the principal must indemnify the agent for payments made during the course of the relationships, whether the expenditure was expressly authorized or merely necessary in promoting the principal business. Termination of agent. Section 154 to 163 of contract deal with the manners in which an agent authority may be terminated. Section 154. Agency is terminated by principal revoking his authority, agents renouncing the business of the agency, business being completed that of principal, or agent insanity of principal, or agent bankruptcy of principal or agent. Termination by the act of third party. When both parties agree that the agency shall terminate, the agency is terminated. The principal may revoke the authority of the agent at any time before it has been exercised to bind the principal. There is two ways of terminating an agency. First is by the act of the party. The party to agency, the principal and the agent can either revoke renouncement authority in an agency contract. It therefore can either be first, the principal revoking the authority given, second, the agent renouncing his authority. The general rules stipulate that a principal can revoke the authority given to an agent at any time as he wishes. He is not allowed to do so if first part of the job has been done, second, the agent has an interest in the contract. For the part of the job has been done, under section 157 Contract Act 1950 read, the principal cannot revoke the authority given to his agent after the authority has been partly exercised, so far as regards such as an obligation as arise from act already done in the agency. Second, the agency has an interest in the contract, which is an agency coupled with an interest is a special type of agency relationship that is created for the agent benefit. This type of agency is irrevocable by principle. Second, by operation of law. Termination by operation of law. An agency may be revoked by operation of law in any of following circumstances. An agency may be terminated by operation of law. In other words, it will cease to exist when one of the situation below occur. First, by death. An agency is terminated upon the death of either the principal or the agent. Second, insanity. An agency is terminated upon the insanity of either the principal or the agent. Third, bankruptcy. An agent is terminated when the principal becomes insolvent or being declared as bankrupt. And the last one are impossibility. An agency is terminated if a situation arises that makes its fulfillment
possible.
As a conclusion, we took a look at the basic tenets of agency law, including what it means to be an agent, how agency authority is formed, how an agency relationship is created, the different types of agents, and examples of agency situations. In addition, agency relationships can end in many ways, often like how they begin, including by contract, where both the principal and agent agree to end the relationship, or where there is no more need for the agency.